Hi, I'm Kat Bell and I panicked. So this video is just going to be me going over some projects that I did that I have little to no footage of. So we might remember this project from the last video, Dino Nuggies of Friendship. And this was a clay project and I ended up with some extra clay that I could not get back in the packaging, leading to these extra side projects which did not get recording due to panic. So I am not a sculptor. Dino Nuggies was my first time working with this type of clay or any clay outside of the Crayola air dry or Play-Doh. So panic really set in when the clay started drying out and getting hard to work with. This was compounded by the fact that I had an online class that day and recording was already running long. This was supposed to be its own video, and I ended up making these prototypes, one with a magnet and one that has the same treatment as the Dino Nuggies, so it's a pendant. And the idea came from watching Markiplier's run-through of The Forest, which is actually a reference to Muyskerm's pan of feather and the wanting to stick it on the fridge kind of joke thing that was going on with that. I also have these broken mirror pieces that I thought looked like fangs, thus the mouth shape. And this still isn't done. I actually ran out of red paint and need some touch-ups here and there. I do have some footage of making this, but getting it just the right shape was a pain, so I didn't record everything. So you can see that I really tried sculpting it and making it very 3D, but like I said, not a sculptor. And the original plan for the video this month was a light up unicorn horn, but I only got as far as the model. So this is the same clay. So I still need to make the mold and then figure out the resin. I've never worked with resin before, so that will be its whole other experience. We ended up actually shifting gears to another project that I panicked on and ergo didn't record, these demon horns. We knew we didn't have time to get the resin part done in time for the Days of the Dead convention, so this prototype is just paper mache. The build took roughly a week. The base of the horns is toilet paper tubes, and to give it texture, it's just paper mache clay on top of that. It's just spray painted black and some dry brushed gold paint in these little crevices. And the breaks were made just by stabbing it with an X-Acto knife a bunch of times. And unfortunately, due to crunch time, I didn't think to record or photograph the process. Thoughts going through the head were do, make. Thoughts not going through the head were plan, record for content. So yeah, and the headband itself is just a headband from Dollar Tree, and it does have a light up function that's kind of hard to see, and this switch is a little finicky, but it is functional. And basically for all these projects, except my sweet little Dino Nuggies, it all really ties back to that procrastination video I did a while back, and the panic monkey, the do, no plan issues. And the horns were literally finished the day before we left for the convention. And I feel it could have been so much better, but people liked it, so it's a win, I guess. It reminds me of this English paper from high school that I procrastinated on. I could not work on it for the life of me. The stars were just not in alignment for that assignment, but you know, with it being due the next day, I panicked and wrote what I felt was the worst paper I have ever done. And I turned it in thinking I was going to get such a bad grade, only to get it back and find out that the teacher absolutely loved it and thought it was my best paper ever. And I wasn't sure if I should feel happy about the good grade or upset that what I thought was the worst work ever is what my teacher liked the most. Just a lot of conflicting emotions, like all the effort was not worth it if I could just slap something together and they liked it better. But I feel that is kind of what it's like being an artist, because when you're making something, you're seeing all the mistakes and where it could have been better. But whoever is seeing the art is thinking, wow, that's amazing. I would never be able to do that. So I feel it is best to just take the win however they come to you. And that's it for this video. Bye.